Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. My name is Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm an intuitive reader, and today I've got a message for the air signs. This is for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Before we get to your reading, I wanted to mention that I'm still running that special deal for you, and if you'd like to learn more, wait till the end of the video and I'll be happy to share with you. So let's get to your reading. Very interesting this week. We've got the Death card for the situation. The Magician is how you're feeling about it, and actually they were drawn this way. And then 3 cards for the advice or the story at the end. We've got the 3 of Wands going off on this side. 5 of Wands is running into the 3 of Cups. So we've got 3s on this side and we've got a 5 in the middle. So let's talk about what this all means. So on an interesting level, on some level, you have desired a big change. You have desired for something big to happen where it's like your old life dies and your new life comes out and you give birth to a new version of yourself. And you've been craving this. So when this Death card comes, because death is not literally always someone dying, it's the idea of the self dying and recreating itself, regenerating, rebirthing, which our cells do a lot. I can't remember exactly how often we physically die, but I know that at some point all of our cells die even as we're living. So life is about shedding the skin and growing it again. And that's what we get with this Death card. And when the Magician comes up, we know this is something that you've really wanted to happen. You've actually wanted to manifest a death so that you can start anew with something. And so when sometimes the Death card comes up, people are going to feel shocked because it's something they weren't expecting, but you're actually expecting it. You're like, yeah, this is okay. This is what I've been wanting. And for some of you, for a lot of you, one person in particular, this is a question of belonging. We've got this going on. We've got the 3 of Cups on this side, belonging to a group, belonging to a tribe, and the 3 of Wands on this side, belonging to yourself. And what that means is when you belong to yourself, you're willing to try things and go places you haven't been before, even if it means you might be alone, even if it means you might be an outcast, or even if it means that other people just aren't agreeing with you or just aren't with you on the path right now. And that's really what you're I want to say struggling with, but what you're going to be challenged with this week. And keep in mind, we've been wanting this change. We've been wanting something new. So it feels like you want this 3 of Wands card. You want to go someplace you haven't gone before, meaning not just literally visiting a new place, but you want to become a new person. You want to discover a new facet of yourself. You're not quite sure what it looks like or how to get there, but you just know that if you trust, it's going to happen. However, this 5 of Wands card, there's a little bit of social pressure going on here, where there's people in your group or your tribe, and maybe I shouldn't use the word tribe, but let's just say people in your group that aren't necessarily going to agree with where you want to go or who you want to be or what you're trying to do with your life next. And so you're going to feel a little bit of tension between belonging to them, belonging to that group, and belonging to yourself. And so the real challenge here is to be okay with belonging to yourself and understand that some other people who also belong to themselves will be happy to meet you on the other side of this chasm. But those that belong to each other, meaning those that depend on other people to tell them who they are, what they need to do, who they need to be, those that belong to each other aren't going to be with you on your new path. And that's totally okay, because this is for a reason. This was to create some strength for you. This was to create some sense of identity for you. If you know you're walking away from something, you know you're walking towards something else. So this is not about judging or blaming or being upset, but it's really about allowing yourself to belong to yourself and allowing them to do what they need to do, this other group that you find yourself in conflict with. So I hope that was helpful to you, and if you were the specific person I was talking to, I'd love to know. It's always fun to hear from you in the comments. And if you weren't, but you want to comment anyway, that's great. I'd still love to hear from you. So this special deal I'm talking about, I offer private intuitive readings over Skype and Zoom. And for this time, I've been offering 50% off to allow everyone to take advantage of connecting to the information from the other side, because that's really what we need right now to help be our guiding light and our kind of our North Star. On the other side is only beneficial, positive information that we need to hear at a time. So if you're feeling called to explore this a little bit more, I invite you to check out my website, trueguidancetarot.com, and see if anything speaks to you, resonates with you. So I will see you next time, and have an excellent week.